Hey you guys, what's up? This is Anime Blaze coming to you with another episode of Blaze Talks. Uh, if you don't know what Blaze Talks is, it's where I take any given topic, really, mostly anime and manga. Uh, I think the topic through all the way to the end, then I make a video showing you guys the results of my thoughts. I'll be putting the link to that playlist in the description so you guys can check it out whenever you get the chance. So, let's move on. What is today's topic? Uh, well, today's topic is it's a little bit of research that I've been doing over like the past couple of weeks or month or something. Just stuff I've been kind of thinking about from one anime in particular that I've watched. That I started thinking about this. Uh, it's something you don't really see too much nowadays in anime. I mean, there are current running anime series and anime series that are coming out where there are these kinds of things, but you don't really see it. And with that topic, with that being said, today's topic is where exactly did female anime characters, the strong female anime characters, come from? The evolution of the strong female anime character. Now, keep in mind that this video isn't probably isn't even going to be 100% accurate. I know there's no way that I'm ever going to be 100% accurate on this. This is just from different stuff that I've noticed. From the earliest anime that I could find, the strongest female lead, leading up to now. I'm going to try to lay that out. Cool? All right. So, about a month or two ago, I got really interested in an anime called The Rose of Versailles, or if you're in the UK, you probably more commonly know it as Lady Oscar. Now, this series, it's really good, by the way, but this series deals with a girl named Oscar. Of course, why she's named Oscar? Because her father, he was upset, he was tired of having nothing but daughters, so he dubbed her Oscar. He said she would live her life as a boy. And so she did. Of course, this could later lead on to whole tropes of, oh, this is going to be another Yuri anime and stuff like that. But the show is mostly shoujo, so you could see it maybe a little bit, but story is mostly shoujo. But keep in mind, I have not seen the entire series of this, but from what I've seen, like videos, and from the actual episodes that I've watched, uh, Oscar she starts off right at the beginning of the series as a very strong lead. She trains with her, I guess, the servant, her servant friend, and she later goes to a competition where she is pretty much thrown into the French army. She's like a commander or something now. She's like in control. That's crazy, especially in anime because you wouldn't normally think a female character could do that. Because of her skills and her abilities and the way she's been living her life and training up to this point, of course, she didn't want to originally, but she got promoted to this rank because of what she was able to do, not because of her looks, which can later go on into the whole department of what kind of woman are you looking for? But forget that. But yeah, she did this all of them based off of her skills. It's crazy. And let me just say that from the videos and AMVs that I've watched, that she does go into some actual like really bloody battles. In fact, this show takes place in France, where the French Revolution is pretty much known as one of the bloodiest revolutions ever. So, and her to actually be fighting in that says something. Alright, so moving on to another show that was pretty much more or less, I guess it's a standalone. There's a lot of freaking what was I looking for? There's a lot of references that you can catch in this show. The show is called Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant. It was inspired by Rose of Versailles. I don't care what the creator of this show says. There are way too many similarities with the way the characters are drawn, as well as different designs with the clothing and other stuff like that. There is no doubt in my mind that she was inspired, regardless of what she says. She was inspired by the person who did the Rose of Versailles. But this show deals with a girl named Utina. Once again, a girl in a male role. She meets a prince, quote unquote prince, who goes to a school, and he pretty much saves a high school or something like that. He pretty much saves her, and instead of like, oh man, I really want to marry a prince or something like that, she fixes it somehow in her head that, you know what, this guy, he's really, really good at what he does. I want to become strong just like him. So what she does is she doesn't want to go to the school to become like a prince or anything. She goes to the school to become like, she doesn't go to the school to become a princess. She goes to the school to become, with the dream of becoming a prince. Of course, this show has Yuri elements to it, but in retrospect, besides that, this is pretty much one of the groundbreaking anime, as well as Rose of Versailles, that led up to like a lot more strong female leads with like taking the role of the male character. The male character's off doing whatever he's doing or something. I don't know, he's off in the corner or something. The female character is doing what the male character should be doing. Rescuing the princess. That's crazy. People and the students that go to the school get on her all the time because of this. She's wearing the male student uniform. And the battles that she goes through are pretty ridiculous, yet they're elegant at the same time. The show it does have violence to it, yet it's also a shoujo. It's complicated, but it still stands out that this one small female goes up against all of these odds that people who say that you can't do what you're doing, but she does it. And that's amazing. Okay, moving a little bit more forward, I think I would go with Sailor Moon, but I'm not entirely completely sure with that show, anything about it. But I know Sailor Moon is a strong female lead. I know that much. And everybody else who can actually fight in that show and stand their own is actually a strong female character. The whole cast, in a way, is a strong female lead. It's showing what a lot isn't an anime nowadays. I know it's the whole magical girl genre and crap like that, but then again, you still have to respect the creator of the show for thinking of a show where, again, the show is kind of more believable than current magical girl shows, besides Madoka Magica. It's pretty good. Alright, not spending too long on that crap, Sailor Moon's okay, but I only watch one episode, can't watch the rest, I can't do it. But moving on to something more current. Moving the line up a little bit. I want to go with Ghost in the Shell. Yes, I've stated this before. The Major is probably one. Not only is she a strong female lead because of her personality and the way she can handle herself, but she's also in charge of carrying out the operations of Section 9. Of course, she's given these orders by Aramaki, but at the same time, she's the one commanding her group to go and do this different stuff. She's in command. And that's pretty cool. Strong female lead. Just another example of it. Who else is there? Juliet from Romeo x Juliet. This show, I don't care what anybody says. This show is freaking amazing. If you have not seen this show, even if you hate Romeo and Juliet, this show is a must watch simply because of the way they're able to change things up originally that weren't in the play. Alright, so we think Romeo is pretty much on some occasions, he's fighting his own battles, trying to become a stronger man throughout the series. And then you have Juliet, who has her own dark past about her family being, murdered by the Montague family, stuff like that. And she's struggling with love and the duty that was given to her or forced onto her, more or less. And you see her try to make compromises with each one. And while these different plots are going on, she constantly runs into Romeo, and Romeo is in these battles. There is sometimes when Juliet is actually the one to go and save Romeo. Again, strong female character rescuing the male character. Something you don't see. I don't care how many people say, "Oh, I see it all the time." It's something you don't see too often, especially in Romeo x Juliet. They switched the roles up. Romeo is now Juliet. Juliet is now Romeo. Pretty much, more or less. And that's pretty much that's all I gotta add on the whole evolution of the female character. Back in the day, the female lead was pretty much something new that you really didn't see. Nobody really cared too much about it. At least that's what I think. They gave her small, of course, during the 70s with the Rose of Versailles, for the whole show to be dedicated to a strong female lead, okay, there's plenty of anime out there with a whole, a really, really fantastic plot, yet the main character is a boy. And stuff like that. The boy is the one going through all these adventures and troubles and triumphs and victories and losses and all this stuff. And the female character is the one sitting off to the side. Rose of Versailles is the show where the entire series, the danger, the panic, the victories, the losses is dedicated to the female character. That's saying something. Again, this might not even be entirely accurate, but as far as I can see, the Rose of Versailles was one of the starting points for strong female anime characters. And that's all I gotta say about that. And if you guys have anything to add to this, let me know in the comment section below. Video response is always welcome. Just let me know what you think. I'm really interested to see. Do you guys think that anime should have more strong female leads? I'm not saying that every single anime out there needs to have a strong female lead where she pushes the guy through and says, "Let me take this," stuff like that. But it would be nice to see an anime like that every now and then that didn't freaking have to have fan service in it every single time it wanted to tell us something about women. We know what women look like. I'm pretty sure we all know what they look like. Can we see a different side of them, please? That's what I think about strong female leads. Anyways, guys, Anime Blaze signing out, saying I'll catch you later in whatever it is that I decide to do. Later.